to load.
It's Varsity Weekly Live, your coverage of all things pop culture, local Arizona news, and national news.
Well, we welcome you back to our Varsity Weekly recap of all things pop culture. We've got everybody out here in Las Vegas, UNLV, we have Craig Baker from UNLV and Amaya Lucero from UNLV. Craig, we're a couple months almost into our. What have you really enjoyed behind the scenes, behind the camera?
I love pretty much all aspects, but just kind of the fun we have, specifically when I do color commentary. Just being able to enjoy sports, but also like between the breaks when we cut the sound off and we can really just talk about, oh my God, this game's insane, and just really create relationships that are. It's been super fun, so far. Just really developing a good working and personal relationships with people on the Varsity Sports Show.
Awesome. And Amaya, what have you enjoyed so far at the games you've done?
I love just being a field correspondent. That is my dream, is to be on camera. But I have just developed a new love for behind the scenes. I love social media management and all things I've been working on with that. But as far as games specifically, I love how chaotic it gets trying to get interviews and get the SD card over there and make sure that things get uploaded and just all that kind of stuff that just goes into making a game run smoothly and the broadcast run smoothly. It's so much fun, and I really do have a new love for it.
Awesome, that's great. Well, Amaya, I think you're going to take us away from here.
Next up, we have Ainsley Pavachik doing a segment about MGM Slam.
Hey, Amaya, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. So basically, MGM Slam is a one-day tennis tournament where some of these top male tennis players are going to come to T-Mobile Arena and play for a prize of $1 million. So it's not like a full tennis match that you normally see at like all these tennis games like Australian Open, US, Wimbledon, stuff like that. It is up to 10 point. It's a 10-point tiebreaker. So basically what that is that the player needs to get to 10 points first and only win by 2 to move on. And so finally the last one standing will win that big prize money.
That's awesome. Is it an event that's open to the public? Do you have to buy tickets? How are we able to watch it?
Yeah, it is a open event. You can buy tickets, whether mostly where normally you get your tickets from. Also, it is going to be shown on TV most likely. You can watch it on the tennis channel too. So yeah, those are some options that you can watch this on.
Okay. And what day specifically is it taking place?
It is actually coming up very soon. It is coming up this Sunday on the very first day of March. So we're gonna start off strong in March with tennis here at T-Mobile, while the Golden Knights, who we all know play at T-Mobile, are off on the road.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in March. I know the Mountain West Conference is coming to Thomas and Mack, so that's a lot of fun sports events coming on in March. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, Amaya.
And next, we have one of our contributors, Andres Salazar, who just recently ran a half marathon. He's going to do his race recap and all the fun aspects that go into running a half marathon.
What's going on, everyone? It's Andres Salazar with UNOE from Varsity Sports Show here. And after months of preparation, the race day finally came, and I took on the Las Vegas Rock and Roll Half Marathon on the Strip. And here's how it went. First things first, preparation started weeks before the race, and nutrition was my key, as I kept it simple and intentional with a lot of clean carbs, lean protein, and hydration for the most part. Nothing new, nothing risky. The goal was just to fuel properly, make sure my body was ready to perform at peak. As seen in these videos, stretching and mobility were just as important, as I took it very seriously as well and focused on loosening my hips, hamstrings, and calves to make sure everything felt activated and not fatigued. At this point, it was about confidence and trusting the preparation with all these combined exercises of stretches. About 4 days before the race, I headed to the Rock and Roll Marathon Expo to pick up my bib number and race packet as early as I could. And walking into the convention center, you could immediately feel the energy. There were people and runners everywhere, from first timers to seasoned athletes to experienced pros, all there for the same reason. As I moved through the expo floor, there were sponsor booths lined up across the venue, gear brands, nutrition companies, hydration partners, recovery tools, where there was everything for a runner could need. You see the latest of shoes, performance apparel, fuel options, and recovery products all in one place. So it's more than just picking up a bib, it's stepping into the culture of the race and running. And picking up my bib made it official. Just seeing my number in my hands was the moment it really hit, where training was done and it was just time to compete. So the expo wasn't just about preparation, it builds anticipation, and it reminds you that you're a part of something bigger. The end race day arrived. Running the Las Vegas Strip under the lights is a different kind of experience. Over 12,000 runners, particularly for this race, took off by a state discipline from the start, locking into a 7-minute pace per mile. And in the early miles, felt controlled. By the middle stretch, it became mental, and just didn't relax, holding form and trusting the work I put in. The final miles demanded hard. My legs were a bit heavy, but I refused to let the pace drop and give up. And when I crossed the finish line, the clock read 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 57 seconds. That placed me 474th place overall out of 12,077 runners and 29th place in my age group, 18 to 24. More than the numbers, this race represents growth, discipline, progress, and proof that the work always shows up when it matters the most.
Welcome back to Varsity Weekly Live. Amaya, I'm hearing Metallica is performing at the Sphere, a band that's been around for almost 50 years now at this point from Los Angeles.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
So a little birdie told me, I heard that it's all over social media now. They just announced it that they will have a residency throughout October of this year at the Sphere. We know that the kind of shows the Sphere puts on from the inside are absolutely just outstanding. I haven't been able to see anything so far from the inside. However, I know No Doubt is coming in May. They're doing a residency here for a couple shows, and I've seen videos and TikToks from The Wizard of Oz and what they've done inside the Sphere, and it's just absolutely outstanding. So I can't wait to see the kind of show that Metallica will put on. They are having their ticket sales start, I believe March 6th is the general on sale. So if you are looking to get tickets to that, I assume that they would sell out almost immediately. So it would be fairly recommended to get your tickets as fast as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Next up, we have Nicholas Hill talking all about video games.
FromSoft is widely regarded as one of, if not the best video game companies in the world. From their iconic beginning with games like Dark Souls 1 to their latest masterpiece in Elden Ring, they have created some of the best video game titles ever. What makes these video games so well done is how good the combat is and how good the game is at telling you a story as you continue to progress with it. What is interesting is that FromSoft announced that they are creating a new game called Duskbloods. From the trailer, it looks just like a new exciting game for people to try out. But what makes it different is the fact that it is going to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2. This is very unusual because all of the prior FromSoft games were mainly for the Xbox and PlayStation, and it does seem a bit strange that this game is only coming out to the Nintendo Switch 2. The Switch is mostly known for its games like Pokemon and Mario, which have done well recently with their great games like Legends EA and Mario Kart World. How well this game plays on a different console, and just in general how the public feels about it as a whole, because FromSoft has yet to miss on a single video game at this point. We will see if they continue to produce another amazing game. This has been Nicholas Hill with the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back. I heard you had a little bit to talk about the Olympics, more specifically, Alyssa Liu. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot to say about that. I think I mean, besides the sporting accomplishment, being the first U.S. women's figure skater gold medalist in almost 20 plus years at this point, that's that's a crazy achievement and feat. But I just think, like, inspirationally, like, here is a woman that she recognized that she needed to take a step back and just take a mental health break, and figured that skating wasn't she wasn't really in the right place for skating 3 years ago. So she takes a step back, comes back, and says, I'm doing this, but I'm doing it on my own terms. So I'm not really going to listen to your coaching. I'm not going to be the stoic that you want me to be. I'm going to go skate with as much passion and joy as possible. And she did that, and took the gold medal. And, I think she's just blowing up, like going intergalactic on social media. Half the country's got a crush on her, you know what I mean? And it's just like, just inspirational. I think it's pretty incredible what she's been able to do.
Yeah, I think it's really honorable that she noticed in herself, I need to work on things myself. I need to get better. Took that personal time, which is so important to show off to other people, to the younger generation, things like that. Tell them it's okay if you need to take a break, even if it's something you love. And she came back stronger and better than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And she said that herself. She's like, hey, I think anybody, athletes, but anybody, they need to take a step back and then realize that life is about learning. And then here she goes, pulling off an incredible athletic achievement. Next up, we have Thomas Gobble. He's going to be talking about some pop stuff. Bruno Mars, for the first time in 10 years, is dropping an album, The Romantic, set to come out tomorrow. Thomas, tell us all about it.
Well, Craig, I know you're excited. I'm excited. For me, I've been to a Bruno Mars concert back in 5th grade. He is my favorite artist, and I kind of get told that I kind of look like him, but I don't necessarily see it. Maybe other people see it, but that is a heck of a comparison. But yeah, The Romantic coming out tomorrow, February 27th. First solo album since 24 Karat Magic back in 2016. A lot of people are saying it's 2016 all over again. And this album has 9 songs. Risk It All, Cha Cha Cha, I Just Might. I'm sure you've heard that. Pretty popular song so far. God Was Showing Off, Why You Want to Fight, On My Soul, Something Serious, Nothing Left, and Dance With Me. So, I mean, yeah, overall, I'm super excited. It's already pre-saved on my Spotify. And yeah, Craig, are you going to listen to this album?
I'm going to listen to it. Like, pop's become so big, and like, but with like The Weeknd and like Tate McRae and Sabrina Carpenter and just all these big pop stars, but Bruno Mars is like he is like the uno. So where do you think this album's going? You think triple platinum?
Shoot, like the rest of them, they're always going triple platinum, man. I hope so. I mean, he's dropping hit after hit. Even singles are going platinum. I mean, he's just a hell of an artist, that's for sure.
Yeah. Talk to us about the one time you were in concert. Was it kind of like a religious experience for you?
Shoot, I mean, I got to go all the way back to 5th grade. As a little kid, I mean, this was one of my role models when I was younger. I mean, it was like a heck of a time from what I remember. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Thomas. Coming up next, Amaya is going to do a segment on pickleball.
Yes, there is. I am introducing a segment all about how pickleball is being brought to Las Vegas. Hi, my name is Amaya Lucero. I'm a UNLV junior, and I'm reporting with the Varsity Sports Show about how Las Vegas is taking on the World Series of Pickleball. Yes, you heard that right. Las Vegas is set to launch the World Series of Pickleball. Las Vegas could soon be home to a brand new global pickleball competition, and it's backed by one of the biggest names in tennis history. Agassi Sports Entertainment Corporation just announced plans to launch the World Series of Pickleball, a championship-style event built around pickleball, one of the fastest-growing sports in the world. The project is being supported by Team Marketing AG, a Switzerland-based sports event company known for helping build and market the UEFA Champions League. The UEFA Champions League is one of the most famous football, or some call it soccer, tournaments. Andre Agassi, the international tennis superstar and longtime Vegas local, is a major part of the project through Agassi Sports Entertainment and says the goal is to give pickleball a global stage where anyone can step up onto the court and compete. While no official date has been set, the plans are for the event to take place in Las Vegas and could possibly be the biggest pickleball tournament in the world. Welcome back. I love tonight's show. I think we had a lot of great segments tonight to talk about. Bruno Mars's new album is definitely at the top of my list. I think that's super cool, super exciting, being how long it's been since he's put out anything new. What were your thoughts of tonight?
I think it was great. I agree with you. I mean, he's kept us waiting a decade, so it should be pretty good. Yeah, it's been an awesome show. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Varsity Weekly Live. Craig Baker and Amaya Lucero signing off.
It's Varsity Weekly Live, your coverage of all things pop culture, local Arizona news, and national news.